Hey everyone, welcome back to Astro Week. Who's hot this week? Horoscopes for the week of September something. I wrote it on the computer today and I don't have the printout. You guys know I'm on the road here, right? September 4th to September 8th, 2017. That I write for the Echo newspapers. Could also be natural. Kamloops, BC. Hey everyone, I'm Sonny. Things are a little different today. So as we're cruising in today, I want to mix up the horoscopes just to let you guys know there's blah blah. You can speed ahead. It's a video. Don't piss me off about this one. So just to let you guys know, I'm going to give you a little speed on what's going on with the channel here and what's going on. So I want to add, and Mercury's retrograde still, right? So we might switch it up. But I really do like the overview. For me, the overview is extremely important in horoscopes because I'm a professional astrologer, right? And the overview is all my reading. So I'm going to cut and paste the overview and pop them on the other videos. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, then go watch someone else's videos. Or if you fast forward. But the reason it is important for everyone because not everyone's sign lines up exactly as the horoscopes, cruise along. So, but if you know the overview of what's going on, then you can adjust it and you can calibrate the entire reading for yourself, man. So that's why it's so important. So, for example, if the sun is sun's in Virgo, right? No, forget the sun. Yeah, the sun's in Virgo. This means that it's illuminating the Virgo area of your chart, right? It's illuminating the Virgo area of your chart, or the chart where the sun is, in a Virgo-y kind of way. It doesn't mean it's illuminating Virgo stuff. It means it's illuminating in a Virgo kind of way. And it's because I don't have everybody's chart, you're going to have to calibrate it yourself to figure out what part of that chart is being illuminated. And as we move forward, then you can super accurately predict what's going on by looking at different kind of horoscopes here on the channel or on YouTube or in your newspaper or whatever. And guys, just remind you guys, I do write horoscopes for the newspapers up here in Canada, right? And so you do all that action and then you can have an accurate horoscope. It's pretty, it's how it works. So it's what I do, and every astrologer reads a little differently. And my horoscopes I write them differently for each time of the week. For each day of the week. Like these are the weekly horoscopes. They're different than the Wednesday hump day horoscopes, live stream on Wednesday hump day. And they're definitely different, super definitely different from the Friday love scopes, which tell everybody who's going to be lucky in love for the weekend. But the overview, you should be able to calibrate what's going to happen for yourself personally. And that's the whole point of the thing, unless you want to know what the ass is going on with everyone else, in which case just I don't know, open your curtains and have a look. I don't know, do whatever you want. All right, so that's the action. That's what we're doing with the overview. I'm still going to try and keep them short, but it ain't going to happen, so it ain't going to happen. All right, next. What else is going on? So we have some new stuff that's going on with the channel. Obviously, I'm a professional astrologer, and I know that's not obvious. I watch YouTube too, and I know that's sure fuck ain't obvious. Well, ad revenue, right? Whatever. And so I know that's sure not obvious. But if you want a personal reading, just message me at the email above, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible, and we'll set it all up. Just to remind you guys, the readings aren't free, of course, so stop emailing me for free readings because it ain't going to happen. It's just a waste of both of our times. And then and it does take a while for me to get back to everyone. So but send me a reading and I'll get back to a message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible, and we'll set it up. For those who don't know, the readings are about $125 right now, and you get your natal chart, which is your birth chart, which is no big deal. It looks like, it doesn't look like that. It looks like anyways, you can get that anywhere for free on the internet, so that's not a really big deal. But you do get your Kepler report, which is a seriously in-depth astrological report that you really can't get anywhere else on the internet, and it's way more in-depth than almost anything else you can find. And so that comes along with it. And what else do you get? You get your 2 to 3 month transit forecast, so you'll know what's going on in the next little while, what's coming up. And you get a 1 hour session with me via Skype or the telephone, however you want to do it. And Snapchat. What's up? What's up? The moon's in no, we ain't gonna do Snapchat that. So I don't know. And we'll probably do a Skype session, and you can ask me as many questions as you like. And some of the fun stuff people like to ask are if your chart, how it fits in with someone else's chart, and they like to see, relationship compatibility, potential for love, potential for marriage. I know that should be the same thing, but it's not. Especially, and it's not in astrology, it's not the same thing either. And for business or work or money or kids or whatever you want to know, just let me know and I'll look at it. in addition to all of that, I've been busy as ass, man. But like, you know, things are going to slow down a little bit for the next 2 weeks before they like totally ramp up again. And so there's some people asking me to record the sessions, not sessions, to do a recording in a reading, like to write it down or record it and then send it to them, because they can't really get online on Skype, or they can't really do a phone thing. So I'm going to start doing that. I've been too busy to do that for some reason. You'd think the same amount of time, but it's not really. And recording stuff takes a long time because like I own the freaking music studio and it's kind of my craft, so I don't ass it up, you know? Like it takes a little more time for me, you know? If it's like I use expensive microphones, don't have any wind socks, but I use expensive microphones, you know? It's different. So whatever, who cares? So that's the action with that. All right, so if you want a reading, message me above. That's what you get. That's how much it costs. And that's the action. We're going to get to the overview in a sec, right? So chill out. 6 minutes. These videos are going to drag today. All right, what else is going on? We have a bunch of live streams coming up, you know? Myself and my super sexy little crap have been talking about different ideas and different things to do with the channel, and it's a lot of fun. And I used to have my own broadcast, right? And I do write for the newspapers. I am a professional artist. I am the love hypnotist, you know. That's and I do on the music. Whatever, man. All right, here we go. Let's get down to things. Yeah, and I'm like, I can jump really high, you know. I run really fast. It's like Spider-Man. He's like, okay, whatever. Okay, all right. So that's the action on that. There's a little bit more going on with the channel now, and so we're gonna have a bunch of live streams coming up. We'll have to see how it plays out in September when Mercury goes direct and my schedule returns to normal, a more normal kind of thing. But as of right now, I do the weekly horoscopes on Monday, right? I got to pump those out really fast. I have a deadline for the newspaper, so I can't really ask that up. But like, we're gonna do some things. Like on Tuesday, the plan is to have Tarot Tuesday, and we'll do really short 3-card tarot readings for all of the sunny siders out there and everyone who wants to tune in. And they're going to be really nice and easy peasy. $5. 3 cards, 5 minutes. Ask your questions. Let's see what comes up. And everyone who wants to tune in and check that out can by all means tune in and check that out. On Wednesday we're going to have the Hump Day horoscopes, and that's always a lot of fun. And yeah, look those horoscopes a little differently, and it'll give you a little energy, a little bump midway through the week to tell you what's going on for the rest of the week. And I wrote it all down there on the computer. And on Thursday, there's something I wanted to do for a long time, but Thursday's busy. Thursday's a full teaching day for me with some very long-time students who I care about tremendously. People who've been there with me for years, who've taken care of me, who helped me start the studio. The kids are winning tons of awards. Last year they just cleaned up at Kiwanis. They cleaned up at Music Fest. You know, they cleaned up at some kind of weird Vancouver music thing that I don't really understand because like I'm not from there. But like, it was just amazing. And so I take it, and you know, Ben is there, you know, like Ben is the, you know, super famous surgeon to the stars, and he's my, you know, been my longest student. He's one of my, anyways, there's a video of him. He's always taking care of me, you know. And so he's a really good guy. And so, but on Thursdays, for the longest time I wanted to do football picks for the Americas. And so on Thursdays, on the live stream, I don't know what time, we'll probably just sit around and do some football picks. Probably may or may not be into it. It doesn't, you know, whatever. You can ask me questions too, and we'll see what's going on. Maybe, if that doesn't work, you can ask me questions about some about some celebrities and their kind of stuff. That could be a little fun. And so that's the action on that. And then on Friday we have the love horoscopes, right? The love scopes come out on Friday to say who's hot in love for Friday night, because like you got to know who's hot in love, because if you ain't hot in love, you might as well go grocery shopping in your underwear and just like chill out and don't worry about it, because like ain't nobody gonna love your ugly ass on a Friday, so like it don't really matter unless you like pretty yourself up and standing, Sonny, how come nobody love me? You should wait till Sunday afternoon, baby, and the world's gonna be your oyster. Crack that action open. All right, so that's Friday. But on Friday I really want to start interviewing people again. I used to interview so many people. I had so much fun for a nice chunk of my life. And so on Friday, and I might change it, it's going to be Fan Friday. And some really cool sunny siders out there who have some really great experiences and ideas. There are other tarot readers out there. You know, there are other psychics out there, but you don't have to do that. There's some people they've been sending messages saying they've had out-of-body experiences and lucid dreaming and, you know, some law of attraction guys and some other, you know, new agey bullshit motherfuckers. So, like, if you're into that kind of stuff, then, and you want to be on the show here, then simply message me, and we will, and I'll do it. We'll have it on Fan Fridays. So Fridays, Love Scopes and Fan Fridays. And, holy geez, 10-minute ad. Fast forward. And that's the action, guys. So that's the action for what's coming up on the channel. Quick recap. So Mondays I got to do the horoscopes, right? But on Tuesday, Tarot Tuesday, right? It's $5 for 3 cards, really quick. And then on Wednesdays, the Hump Day horoscopes. It's a little different. You know, we look at your emotional state. On Thursdays, I'm going to do the football thing. You know, do my football picks on Thursdays. And I should do them like later. But no, I'll do them Thursdays. I don't have time on the weekend. And then also on Thursdays, we might do some celebrity gossip as well. Find out how charts line up with each other. I know my sexy little crab loves looking at that stuff. She's really good at it too. Like, I've never seen, like, I studied, right? Like, I study. I'm good. But like, she's like good. Like, it's really neat to watch. And plus I'm in love. She does a really, she's really smart. I really respect her. I'm an M. Obviously I'm gonna like smarties. So it's Thursday, and on Friday we have Fan Fridays and the Sonny Rosati Love Horoscopes. And that's about it. Everybody cool with that? That's the blah blah for what's going on with the channel. Thanks for sitting through. And that's the action. Let's get down to some horoscopes here. Here we go, everyone. Here's the overview for the week of September 4th to September 8th. Okay, big news this week, I think. Let me check on the clock here. Obviously, I think, let me just check and see what's going on here. Frig, it's so difficult. Plus, there's no printing stuff out here, so I gotta look on this computer. See that? That's what the chart looks like. So, just to double check everything, it looks like Mercury's going direct, which is awesome, but we're gonna be in the shadow period, so it's not like super awesome. But Mercury's gonna go direct. I didn't write about that. I'm gonna talk about it on the Hump Day horoscopes. We didn't write about it, but I did for some of the guys. I wrote about something that's a little like, because some of the guys were really getting attacked by this next transit for a long time, and it really hurt them. And that's Saturn. Saturn's going direct. So Mercury's going direct, and Saturn's going direct, and that's some really sunny. Like, shut up. Some really big stuff. So let's do this action. Tell you what's going on. Okay, so for this week, Sun's in Virgo. All right, so what? So it's illuminating wherever Virgo is in your chart, which isn't really a big deal. So if you're a Pisces, the Sun is shining a spotlight on your astro sector of partnerships. So everyone is going to be looking at your partners. If you're a Virgo, the Sun's shining right on you. So everybody's going to be checking you out, Virgo, but it's not such a weird deal because it's your birthday, right? Like, duh, it's not a big deal. And for everyone, you know, or like for Leo, this is a time everybody's going to look at your spotlight on your money, which isn't really a big deal because, like, it's the sun. The same kind of nonsense happens the same time every year with the sun. All right, so no big deal. But here's the action on some other stuff. Oh, I didn't write this one down. We have a full moon. Okay, so that's the action with that kind of stuff. Mercury's going direct. That means communication is going to be restored. Thinking is going to return to normal. Transportation is going to return to normal. So instead of transportation delays, like your car getting smashed up and stuff, transportation is returning to normal, which is not so weird because everybody's going to be driving the kids back to school. So that's transportation going back to normal. Like, you got to do what you got to do. And then communication is back to normal. It's roll calls, right? And, you know, once again, everybody's going back to school, so everything's returning to normal. Not that normal is good, I just said normal. Okay. Also, Saturn is going to go direct. So guys like Sagittarius, that's a big deal. You know, all the planets mean different things to different signs. And if Saturn, like, is not the biggest deal for, like, a Capricorn, because Saturn rules Capricorn. So Capricorns, like, they're like Saturn-y anyways, you know, they're in the control scene and they want to do their action, and Saturn just kind of helps that along. I'm just adjusting the camera, guys, just like you didn't know. So Capricorn's got a good vibe with Saturn, but like Sagittarius is not cool with Saturn. Saturn controls. You know, there's good to Saturn too, right? Maybe I'll do a video on it. But Saturn controls. Sagittarius is the opposite of control. So Sagittarius had it really difficult this last year. And I know my sister's a Sag, and not that my sister has any trouble because she's like good looking and she's a rich husband and she's got good looking kids and she don't really have that much problems in life. But whatever. The control is set in for Sag, but control is starting to free up again. And here's the action. So when Saturn went retrograde, we revisited a whole bunch of themes that happened at the beginning of the year, and we're like, Sonny, why? Because Saturn's retrograde, man. Okay, and then it's now moving forward. So stuff that's happening in the spring, that happened in the spring, is going to speed forward again. So if you fell in love with the spring, well then you're going to fall in love again. So, lightning doesn't usually strike twice, but, expect some hearts to skip some beats. And so for signs like Scorpio, your money problems are not exactly going to free up, but they're going to loosen up, and you're going to get back to making some money again. Not like a lot of money, because Saturn's still there, but it's not taking away as much as it used to be. So things are going to free up, and things are going to get better. For Gemini, that's your astro sector of partnerships. So in the last couple of months, your partners have been just evaporating like faster than like pasteurized milk. I don't know what the hell evaporates fast. And then so that's what's been happening. And for Sagittarius, it's the worst, because Sag wants freedom and Saturn is control. So that's been really difficult. It's been really difficult on Sagittarius. And so that's the action with that. Depending on where it falls in your chart, wherever you've been feeling controlled and restricted, that's going to liberate, and things are going to get better. And every day it's going to get better and better and better until it moves over into Capricorn, where it kind of likes to hang out a little bit. So everything's not going to be super cool, but it's going to definitely not super jiggy cool, but everything is going to be a little better. And that's the action on that. All right, Saturn's moving forward. Mercury communication is getting better. You're going to revisit things. Transportation's getting better. It works like this. If you were like a shitty driver and you're like, hey man, I didn't get no accidents, that's pretty cool, right? Mercury's going to direct. You're a shitty driver again, okay? Like, that's just how it works. Like I said, back to normal, right? Whatever your ass normal is, that's what's happening, and that's the action on that. And that is pretty much the overview, guys. Venus is in Leo, big deal. Know what? We'll talk about that more in the love horoscopes. And Mars is in Virgo, and we'll talk about that on the Hump Day horoscopes on Wednesday. And that is the action. From the sunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a super beautiful week. Thanks for pumping through the overview, guys. And I'll see you on the live stream. Is this cool? Hey everyone, you just heard the overview. Let's get down to the horoscopes. These horoscopes are specifically for Taurus. I said specifically, but that's not the Pacific. This is a different body of water right there. Okay, let's get down to some action here. Dear Taurus, and I don't have it printed out. I wrote it on here, so I gotta do the old read it off the computer, and I guess I'd read it off my phone. My phone's in the pocket. Okay, whatever. So let's do this. Dear Taurus, sometimes even the most romantic intentions just leads to the most inhospitable company. You mean well and love is in the air, but it takes two. Fudge, the microphone's over there. Fuck. Did you guys hear any of that? Dear Taurus, sometimes even the most romantic intentions just lead to the most inhospitable company. You mean well and love is in the air, but it takes two to make this dream come true. Return overdue phone messages from close friends. Everybody cool? You guys, Taurus, cool with that? Okay, so we got two major themes happening this week, Taurus. Mercury's going direct, which means your communication is going to get better. Taurus, you're pretty good at communicating. Even you're not always a chatty Cathy sign, but you're you can communicate. It's pretty good. Anyways, here's the action, Taurus. So there's a full moon happening in your astro sector of friends. Something is going to be revealed in friendships, and it moves from friends to romance. Outward friends, into friends. So like spotlight's on romance, right? But here's what the astro is saying. You have a crush on one of your friends, or one of your friends has a crush on you, or like whatever. Maybe you want to crush some cans. I don't know what you want to crush on, but like that's the action, and it's going to be revealed. So if you got the funky vibe for one of your your peeps, and by all means, Mercury's direct. So like Mercury's going direct. So by all means, say, hey baby, what's the action? Let's go grab a coffee and see what's going on. And you never know where it's going to go. So that's the action. That's the full moon action. Mercury's going direct, and Mercury is going direct in your astro sector of, oh geez, come on, this man, I can't believe I gotta do all the horoscopes like this. Mercury's going direct in your astro sector of your home. All right, that means not really what I'm talking about here. Okay, let's get back. So something is uncovered, is going to be uncovered about your friends. You're going to find something out about your friends. It's been going on a little bit, and we had the new moon, right, the eclipse. So this thing that's happening with your friends is a serious thing, and it's like a big deal, and you're not going to be able to go back from it. But that's just the action, and just let me know what's going on about it. In addition to all of that, there's really good stuff happening. I'm from the city, right? This is not so weird, but I don't usually record outside. All right, Taurus, what else is going on? Okay, so really good stuff is happening at home. This has been going on. This is continuing to go on. There may have been some communication problems in this area. This is where Mercury was retrograde, but moving forward, everything should be smoothing along. You are going to revisit things at home from the last 2-3 weeks, which means if you were selling a house or you had some land anywhere that you're trying to sell, it's going to do better now, but you better go back and check the paperwork. You're going to have to go back and re-sign some forms. You're going to have to go back and pick up your money, so that's pretty cool. And that's what's going on. So you're going to have to talk to people, but words that were falling on deaf ears are now falling on open ears. If you were trying to sell something, you're going to sell your home action now. Everything is really cool with that, and it's pretty good. There's more, okay, so that's pretty good. So, I'll say it again. So Taurus's home vibe is going to dramatically increase. These are actually the Friday things I'm reading right now. I'll tell you what's going on for the week. Okay, Mars is moving on, okay? So Mars, the active energy, is moving into your astral sector of children, and it's moving into the astral sector of romance, and creativity and fun. That means you're going to put a lot of effort in there. You're going to be doing a lot of stuff with children, which is not so weird because it's like school's coming back in for the kids. So you're going to be driving the kids all over the place. If you're a teacher, you're going to go back to teach. Just be careful. Kids are going to be extremely demanding this week and in the next couple of weeks for Taurus. So just be cool with it. Taurus is one of our more patient signs, so everything should be pretty cool with Taurus, right? No big super deal. Just know that that's the action. Kids are going to demand a lot of attention. On top of all of that, your romantic partners are going to demand a lot of attention, Taurus. So just be cool with it because that's what's going to happen, which is not so weird. So I'm just going to do a quick recap here. And and to top it all off, you might want to know the joint finances and inheritances, right? That was a problem in the last couple of months. It's going to smooth out. Not like today, but it's going to get better and better and better, and then it's going to finally get really good. So right now, things were being taken away in a really bad way as far as inheritances are concerned, or joint finances, or the money you make for other people, or also sexually, right? Sexually, Taurus wasn't the greatest time for you in the last couple of months, but all of that's stopping, and it's going to move forward. So all of those themes for Taurus are going to smooth up, not right away, but it's going to loosen and loosen and loosen. And to be quite honest, Tauruses who were having trouble with love and money are going to find that part of your life getting better in the next couple of weeks and months. And then finally you'll be clear of the energy, and it's going to be really good. But you're not going to be clear of the energy this week. You're just starting to get better right now. So the hemorrhaging is stopped, and you're not going to even need to put a Band-Aid on it. The bleeding is going to stop all on its own, and it's going to completely clear up in about a month. But in that time, you're going to get super busy until what? Okay. And that's the action. From thesunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, wishing all Tauruses the absolute super best of a super beautiful week. And I'll see you guys soon.